Ever since the day that you went away, you went away.
Hi guys, my name is Andra and I make mostly commentary videos. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed about the theme of today's video because this is about an artist that I really respect and love, but I want to hold everyone accountable to the same level. I don't want to just cut people slack just because I like them personally. I think it's very important for us to just hold people accountable even if we love them, especially if we love them, because their mistakes can teach us valuable lessons in life. I'm not pro cancel culture unless it's Jeffree Star, but I think this person is on the right track towards making up for her mistakes, so I think that's a good thing. But we're gonna talk about it a little bit. So Fka Twigs, an artist that I love, Mary Magdalene is like something I listen to pretty much every day. She's been caught in some little drama in relation to her music videos and just her attitude towards what people deem as her disrespecting sex workers. I don't think she deliberately did that, but I don't think she addressed it in a very good way. So I'm gonna show you all the receipts that people have put forward and then kind of share my own opinion on this. So if you listen to her music, you're gonna know that she does pole dancing and that a lot of her work is kind of about strippers and other sex workers, including even Mary Magdalene, because Mary Magdalene was thought of as having been a prostitute, and her embodying that image of someone who might have been a prostitute is obviously something that is related to the themes of her music videos. So as I said, she does pole dancing, but the thing is, people have been calling her out for not crediting the pole dancers that are teaching her the moves. And so this post was created to kind of compare what Twigs is doing to what other artists are doing in relation to their work towards helping destigmatize the issue of sex working. Obviously, sex work is work. I'm not against that. I've always been very pro people doing what they want with their bodies as long as it's safe and consensual. Like, I've never had any other opinion, so I don't understand why people are against sex workers. It just baffles me. I'm very vocal on like feminism and stuff like that, so it was a bit saddening to see that her approach to it was just, she didn't apologize. Like, she kind of started making amends, but she didn't actually issue a proper apology, which upset me. So this Instagram post that was created about her is saying, I got so irritated with Twigs and her recent project that I had to make a slideshow to get my frustrations out. She clearly didn't internalize any of the criticisms myself and plenty of other amazing sex workers have articulated. She is instead doubling down on a problematic body of work, so please share this. Help a problematic artist fucking be better. It's not that hard. Let's hold people pretending to be sex workers as accountable as we hold rappers pretending to be gangsters at least. And a few of the pictures in the post, like you can find the post on Instagram, I'm gonna leave the name on the screen, but a few of the pictures were about her crediting other people for her pole dancing moves, and the post said don't credit civilians over sex workers, which I think is valid, and then don't use sex workers as nameless props because she does that in some of her concerts and some of her shows in general. Don't ignore sex workers when they ask you for help or when they offer you criticisms to help you be a better ally. So from what I've heard, she's been deleting a lot of comments, as this post says, but I've seen other people saying the same, that she's been deleting criticisms on her Instagram posts, which is really bad. But then again, it might not be her, it might be her managers and like social media person, but I'm not excusing that. I think she should have issued a proper apology. Don't double down when you receive criticism. Do learn from any mistakes or missteps you make in the process and own up to them. We are all learning and growing. I agree 100% with that. I think cancel culture in most cases is toxic because it just makes it look like everything you do is irredeemable on the internet, when that shouldn't be true. People should be able to learn. Obviously, if they have a pattern of doing the same things and of having toxic behavior, then you can try to deplatform them if they're doing something illegal. Like, you know, like whole like predatory behavior and stuff like that, that is not excusable. But just her making mistakes, she should be given a second chance, but she should also apologize and try to work towards it, not just like be granted that for free. So she created a post addressing this whole issue, saying, I was 19 when I learned my first pole move. I learned a back hook spin from a stripper when I was working as a hostess in a gentleman's club. For those of you who don't know, hostessing is when one person pays another person for their time, anything from a conversation over dinner to sex work, and the club gets a cut of the fee. My lived experience as a very young woman in this environment has not only informed the strong and formidable woman that I am today, but also a lot of my work as a music and visual artist, sometimes even subconsciously. I feel like now is the time for me to step forward, pay respect, and shine a light on the challenges facing sex workers, especially during these uncertain times. Sex workers I know and have met have discipline, craft, talent, and work ethic. Not only do they deserve better long term, but their income has been wiped out by the lockdown, and many are invisible to the financial aid available to others. There's a bigger journey in challenging public attitudes, tackling stigma, and fighting for rights and protections. But today I'm inviting you to join me in helping with cash donators to Swarm, Lysistrata, and ELSC. These organizations are providing direct financial support to strippers and sex workers. We've kicked off the fund with £10,000, and you can donate at, and then the website. This week, these organizations will also be taking over my social media channels. And while I think this is a very good move for her, and I am proud of her for taking a step in this direction, I do feel like she needed to address where this is coming from. She should have said, because people have been teaching me and educating me and doing this and that, like the criticism that I've received has shed a light on this issue that I want to address now. She's making it out to be like it's 100% her idea out of nowhere because she's such a good person, and I don't like that. I think she should have issued an apology, in my opinion. Editing me here, there's one thing that I forgot to say. Someone actually commented on the post that I mentioned, saying it's really too bad you're still not acknowledging what led to this post, especially when Pretty Boy Girl took the time to consistently hold you accountable. Transparency is important. And Twigs replied saying, my love, myself, and my team have been working for months with the organizations listed above. We have been committed to figuring out the right way to show support to sex workers, and I have been working internally for years to find the right time to be transparent about my lived experience and where some of my inspiration comes from as an artist. To get it right, these things take care and time. It's a really sensitive subject for all involved. I am truly doing my best, as we all are. Which I think it is a pretty good response, but I would have still liked to see an apology as well, in addition to this. And the media outlets have been reacting to this with a lot of like praise towards her without putting it in the right context. So I don't really like that, because I feel like now she just made herself looking like the best person that she could possibly be without addressing the problematic behavior in the past. And while I am proud that she's doing this, I still feel like there's a lot of stuff left for her to address, in my opinion. So there have been newspaper articles like Fka Twigs launched a GoFundMe for sex workers facing a loss of income. The avant pop singer is shedding light on how COVID-19 is affecting sex workers. Fka Twigs launched a pandemic fundraiser for sex workers. Fka Twigs launches fundraiser for sex workers, shares new collab. And this is like upsetting to me, because then again, they don't say why she did this, and even she didn't say that, so maybe all these websites and newspapers and stuff didn't actually do the proper research on the situation, as they never do. But the thing is, it's important to credit the people who prompted this change, because once again, the same thing is happening that she's been accused of. She's taking all the credit for this instead of the sex workers, who are actually the people who prompted this change, who should be taking at least part of the credit, in my opinion. But I don't know, I really don't know what to say about this, because I love her music and I love her presence and I think she's an amazing woman, but this is really problematic. It doesn't affect me personally, but as someone who's been outspoken about these issues and been very sex work positive, and I don't know what to say. Like, if you have an opinion on this, please let me know in the comments, because I really don't know what to say. It's a delicate issue, in my opinion, and definitely people should continue to hold her accountable, but give her a chance for growth, because I feel like this is a step in the direction of like her showing that she wants to grow. So don't like outright cancel her and stop her from doing that. Just, I don't know, be understanding, I guess, and still continue to hold her accountable and call her out, but not in a horrible way, not in a verbally abusive way, I guess. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more pop culture, YouTuber commentary, just that kind of stuff. I'm open to suggestions, so if you have any idea for a video, let me know as well, and thank you so much for watching.
Ever since the day that you